Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the video. Now, the when I was talking about the SI, it's not really a bargain. It's not affordable, especially when you're comparing it to other manufacturers that are selling when it comes to power and just comfort. But the one thing that can put Honda on top of that list is their reliability and proven track records. But some of these cars that I'm going to show you, it's kind of like a small price comparison. Some are a little bit off just by a tiny bit, but when it comes to power performance, then the price actually is worth it. But I would still try to avoid purchasing these said vehicles. I would not recommend them because I've never owned them, drive them, or yeah, but it's just from what I've seen and what people say about those said vehicles is what I tend to try to avoid. I'm more of a Honda, Toyota kind of person because, those cars tend to last long periods of time with little or minimal efforts. Or, it's also easy to maintain, and I know my way around a Honda. Um, yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check out some of these comparisons that I have for y'all. I was gonna try to do it as a live stream, but schedule, schedule happened. It's not my fault, but you can blame me. It's fine. You may be wondering where I went. I didn't go anywhere. I'm right here. It's just that I turned off my myself at the top right corner because just in case I don't block anything if the price is on this side of the screen or whatever. So the first one up is the Elantra. Now, the Elantra comes with a 1.6 GDI engine, so make sure you're using that specific oil for that GDI engine. Now, this selection, or the one that I selected, this is the 1.6, as I said before, and it comes with the manual transmission, and it's got 201 horsepower, and their asking price for it is 24,250. And I'm not sure if this one, let's see, let's finish the build. Okay, so it's $25,275. That's including a $1,025 destination charge, which is not bad price, especially if you don't mind the design. I'm not really a fan of the design. I can't stand the rear. The front, it's not my type of vehicle, but anybody that's interested in Hyundai, this is a perfectly good choice for you to buy. It's an alternative to the SI, and you'll be saving, almost $3,000. You know, $3,000. That's a shit ton of money that you can use towards other things. So anyway, next up is I believe this is the Jetta. This one is also manual transmission, and the final price is 26. Well, not the final price, but the before the destination charge is 26,345, and yeah, $995 for your destinations. Now, for me, I would try to avoid purchasing VW. From what I heard, they're very difficult to work on. Um, but it is an option that you can head towards, but it's almost close to nearing what the SI price is, which is $28,315. Now, this one just kicks the SI's ass, and it's almost at the same price. It's the last year's models. Now, when it comes to Subarus, they're not known for their looks, obviously, and but the performance is definitely there. The handling is definitely there. So this is also an alternative, and Subarus hold their value pretty good. So you're good here. You'll be solid, especially when it comes to reselling it, unless you want to keep it for a really long time. That's also an option for you. It comes with 268 foot-pounds. I'm sorry, not foot-pounds. 268 torque, and I'm sorry, 268 horsepower, and I think it was like 240 something in torque. I'm not too sure. Yeah, but anyways, who cares? You're going to be getting a ton of power for the price. But all these prices are subjective because when you go to the dealership, you don't know what kind of games they're going to be playing. So you might end up with, I mean, the SI is 28,315, um, and the Subaru is a little bit more, which is at 28,420. But who knows? Maybe the Honda dealership that you decide that you're going to be buying your SI from will sell it to you for MSRP or maybe some add-ons. And the Subaru dealership wants like 5Gs, and you can just walk out and just go buy STI somewhere else. Anyway, these are just recommendations. Like I said, I don't even know. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend, but if I had to choose between the WRX, this last year's model versus the SI, I would definitely take this one because I would have more fun with this one and it will hold its value. Another vehicle that's a little bit underpowered that you can consider is um is the Mazda. Ugh, I'm not trying to do all that. Just start over. It's the Mazda, and you can have it in hatchback or a sedan. Actually, the sedan is cheaper. And the version that I would get, or the Mazda, is either the preferred because the premium, it's a little bit more, but obviously you're getting more with it too. You're getting a little bit more comfort. Now, I don't know if this one is, if it gives you an option for a manual or not. I've only looked at the hatchback version of it. The hatchback version of this actually has a manual, so I suggest you go with the hatchback version because it does have that manual transmission, and we know that is very fun to drive when it's manual, but that's just up to up to you. Sometimes people prefer those manual vehicles, and most companies have been switching over and getting rid of their oh, what? I have to select this package? Oh, that sucks. You have to select a certain package, which bumps up the price to 28,000. Really? So let me see. This is the preferred. Okay, so we want manual. It says here to select this option, you must make the following choice. So you have to upgrade to the premium trim. So yeah, never mind. Avoid this. Avoid the Mazda. I don't know. I didn't see that before. I thought you can have the very basic, just 186 torque and power, horsepower. So yeah, Mazda is definitely a choice. Or you can go with the Mazda Miata. That's also a nice little fun car to drive. Um, and also, I don't know if I can recommend a 2022 WRX. Not really my flavor. I don't like the new design. The price maybe around 29,000, creeping up to 30,000. So that's also another choice if you like the design and you want the Subaru, definitely go for it. If you can get it for a good price though. That just depends on the dealership. Next up is the Mustang. I would also try to avoid purchasing this one, especially with the EcoBoost. I've heard a lot of bad things about the EcoBoost, but if you want a Stang and you drive it very conservatively, then yeah, it's fine. But the price is also creeping up to the SI. That's not including destination. So if you include the destination charge, you're looking at close to where the SI is too. So yeah. And what the hell? What the hell is this? Is this an ad? I went to build. Oh well, I'm closing it. Anyway, here's another one. Also, is the Camaro. The out of all the cars that I have selected or I've shown you, the Camaro is the only one that puts out that gives you a shit ton of power as well as torque. Um, but I don't know if you're gonna be getting that nice solid solid resale value when you're deciding to go into something else. But then again, who knows? With the times that we're in right now, resale values is fucking insane. Like cars that you would think would be worth nothing, these dealerships are asking a shit ton for them. It's insane. So it doesn't fucking matter what you buy. You can still make money in the long term. Well, who knows? As long as this whole situation that's going on, you would be okay buying the world's shittiest car and still having to sell it within a few years or so, and still making that money back or still not losing. Um, yeah. Sorry, I raised my tone there for you guys, but yeah. Um, the Camaro comes with a manual transmission. Okay, 26,195 before destination delivery and all that good stuff. And I think it had, let me see here. To my knowledge, it had 265 horsepower and about 295 torque. And for the price that they're asking for it, it's not a bad price, to be completely honest with you guys. But like I said, these dealerships or dealerships are just fucking playing games with people, thinking that we're not gonna remember any of this shit when this shit is over. Oh, okay, so here it is. 275 horsepower and 295 torque, so it definitely outpaces all the other cars that I have shown you. Out of all this list, the one car that I can actually recommend for you guys is the Subaru, to be completely honest. That's because when it comes to resale value as well as reliability, Subarus are not, well, who knows? This is a new platform and a new engine. They're going with the 2.4 direct injection engine with the new one, with the refresh. So it's a completely new engine. But the last model comes with a 2-liter Forester engine. So that one's been proven. So I haven't heard anything wrong with that motor. So you should be good there, especially when it comes to resale value as well as um, holding its value most definitely with the Subaru. I don't, and also the Mazda too. If you like Mazdas, I would recommend that too because, like I said, they definitely hold their value if you're looking for performance and manual transmission. But anyway, that's the video. If you enjoy it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, you guys have yourself a very lovely day, and I am going to sleep.